and welcome back to MoonClan. My name is Frosty, and today we are picking up where we left off. So, not too much happened last time. Well, I guess that's a little bit misleading. A fair bit did happen last time, just not to Frost Whisper. So, Sparrowstar actually died pretty suddenly. He lost all of his 9 lives all at once to old age. And I did see a comment that mentioned that maybe those lives had been lost kind of progressively over the past few months, and then Sparrowstar had been hiding it from the rest of the clan, perhaps even the medicine cat and the deputy. So then all of a sudden he lost his last life and he was then in Star Clan. Star has since taken over as leader of the clan. He did not see Sparrowstar nor his mate, Coyote Path, at his leadership ceremony. He only saw about 8 other cats, which is surprising because we have a lot more than that in Star Clan alone, and that does not include Coyote Path, who is our other cat in the Dark Forest. So I don't really know why Star didn't get all of his 9 lives being given by another cat, but it definitely seems a little strange, and I'm sure he probably feels pretty insecure since no leader kind of passed on their blessing to him, and he didn't even get to see the comfort of seeing his mate. I don't think many of the cats would have really mentioned why Coyote Path wasn't there. I think they probably would have kind of left that secret to themselves. And maybe Sparrowstar wasn't there because he was trying to keep Coyote Path kind of in line. We don't really know. That's honestly the only thing I can think of outside of Sparrowstar maybe having some last minute regrets in his, older age or with some clarity of Star Clan. So who really knows what happened there? But Star is now leader of the clan. Much of the clan's chagrin, they are not very happy with him. He is not a very popular leader yet. And he has also already lost a life to Tainted Freshkill, which definitely does not sound very correct, because you would think that with so many cats in the clan, they would have noticed Tainted Freshkill. You would think a leader would have been able to have noticed a, bird or rabbit or something being a little bit off. And yet he didn't, so there might have been some tampering going on with that, or the clan might even be seeing that as a sign from Star Clan that Star is not going to be the leader for them. He is going to be a bit more of a generous leader than Sparrowstar. He is not going to antagonize as much, and we might be able to actually recruit some cats and outsiders. So maybe that's also just an unpopular decision with the clan. Unfortunately, Frost Whisper was mourning much of the last episode for Sparrowstar, so we didn't really do too much ourselves, except lose our Luna wing. Maybe we gave that to Sparrowstar to pass on too. But there's been a lot of changes within the clan, and we're just gonna have to see what happens with Star if he starts to step up, or if the clan just loses even more respect for him. So, long intro out of the way, without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into our first time skip. Okay, MoonClan does not have enough healthy medicine cats. Cats will be sick and hurt for longer and have a higher chance of dying. So, Chestnut Pelt was made pregnant last episode. We don't know who the other parent is just yet, but since she is a medicine cat, or was a medicine cat, she had to step down from her duties. So now we don't have enough. So fingers crossed one of the kids steps up here soon. If you participate in a major battle, are claws unsheathed as you defend your clan. Ooh. I wonder who we're fighting. We attempt a daring leap over a stream to impress our clanmates, but misjudge the distance, and we end up with a splash, much to their mirth. Oh no. Icy Ice is suddenly struck by a sharp pain in their chest. They are found later that day, cold. So I guess Icy Ice is gone to something like a heart attack. Aw. I'm honestly surprised we aren't mourning them. We were really enamored with them for a very long time there. Chestnut Pelt hopes their litter will be small. They feel overwhelmed at the idea of a big litter. They're keen to move into the nursery quickly, as though by doing so, their litter will get the message and appear sooner. And poor Chestnut Pelt. Icy Ice was their parent, and now Icy Ice is gone, so they'll never get to meet Chestnut Pelt's kids. And now Chestnut Pelt is gonna have to go through those trials alone. So, poor Chestnut. It just doesn't feel real. Ravensong stares at Icy Ice's body blankly, waiting for this horrible nightmare to end. Cats offer Ravensong comfort and care, but they refuse it. This past moon, Icy Ice has taken their place in StarClan. Frost Whisper asks Poppy Kid about something complicated and regrets it almost immediately when Poppy Kid misses the point. High negative effect. Why do we have such unrealistic expectations for poor little Poppy Kid? We're gonna be like feuding with a literal child if we're not careful. Frost Whisper, Fierskin, Blossom Current took a sunbath and had a little small talk. We come up with a plan to sneak out of camp with Big Blotch. And Falcon Scratch asks us how we're doing. Oh, I don't know what we just clicked there. But Falcon Scratch breathes a sigh of relief. Finally, the deep throbbing in their head has subsided. As if the injury wasn't bad enough, the skin around Fawn Shock's mangled leg has started to swell and feels feverish. And Palefur has gotten green cough. This is the worst season to be down a medicine cat, especially since we have green cough in the clan. But hopefully we succeed. After all, we still have Hill and Poppy, who are going to be apprenticed next moon. So hopefully one of them at least decides to step up and help Swanspot. Stone Star is currently craving the taste of bird. Your Mouse is feeling a sense of protection for the clan and is ready to defend them at any moment. Swanspot is visiting the nursery to give Fierce Kid a checkup. And that's it for all of our kind of notable members of the clan. We still have a full row, and now it's just the 3. We are currently praying that Icy Ice is safe in StarClan. I'm still really surprised we didn't mourn them since we had such strong feelings for them, but honestly we like them better than we like Sparrowstar. But maybe there's just a limit to how much a cat can mourn before they kind of learn to take it in stride. Ravensong is currently thinking about StarClan, which does make sense since he's grieving Icy Ice. Snowleaf is swearing they will get revenge, but no one knows what for. Chestnut Pelt will never forget Icy Ice. I mean, I would expect not. Oh, yeah, I knew that Chestnut had another sibling, I just didn't realize it was Fierce. Aw. Well, at least we were safely given Fierce from Icy Ice before they passed on. Falcon Scratch is attempting to map out a dense part of the territory. We are talking to him. I made a super soft moss bed for the elders then. I hope it helps them rest easier. I gathered some down from the bird I ate earlier and moss from the farthest parts of the territory. Want to help me make more? Aw, that's nice. And I'm sure Falcon Scratch is probably being especially careful for any elders we do have, which I think Icy Ice was the only one, just given what happened to them. Quail Hale is sparring with some clanmates. It's just gonna be good to check in on him every now and again. Big Blotch is wishing others didn't think they were so weird. Hey Frost Whisper, wanna see this battle move I just learned? I've totally got it mastered. Big Blotch attempts to move, trips over their own paws, and lands unceremoniously on the ground. Heh. I could have sworn I had it down. You'll get there. Just keep up with your little mouse friend. Blossom Current is currently thinking about StarClan too. We compliment Blossom Current on a shiny object they're playing with. Oh, why thank you. Isn't it pretty? I nabbed off these 2 legs that were passing through the territory. I knew it'd make just the most perfect addition to my nest. Isn't that stealing? Shh, relax. Just think of it as a finders keepers type of thing. Besides, those 2 legs weren't using it for anything important anyways. Blossom Current rolls a trinket beneath their paw. It looks like a shiny gold band with a hard white stone attached. Hopefully it isn't too valuable in 2-leg culture. I'm sure they won't miss it. Who needs rings? Moonturn is currently missing the warmth that Icy Eyes brought to their life. Poppy Kit shows remarkable bravery when facing Moonfern in a play fight, determined to one day become the victor. So now Poppy Kit has 2 courage, -1 intelligence, and -3 empathy. Then we have Fluffroar, who's seeking guidance from the Star Clan from the young ones. Fluffroar tries to teach Hillkit about the dangers of eating herbs without consulting the medicine cat. They seem more engrossed in playing with a feather instead. Hillkit is back to neutral. Chartpaw is assisting a queen with particularly mischievous kits. When changing out the nursery's moss bedding, Chartpaw notices Hillkit saved all the best moss for themselves. Compassion -1. I should have left Hillkit alone. Hillkit is asking older cats how kittens are made. Poppy Kit is also asking the same, but we're insulting her. Wah! She's gonna hate us. And I would not blame her one bit. That's actually not as much dislike as I would have expected. But I don't know why we're doing this to like our own niece. And Fierce Kit, poor little Fierce Kit, is bargaining with Star Clan, begging them to send Icy Eyes back. Frost Whisper, can I please come on patrol with you today? Please, please, please? I promise I won't tell anyone. No one has to know. I just want to go explore like a real warrior does. Someday soon, Fierce Kit, someday soon. But let's go ahead and do our LifeGen patrol. A fellow warrior who we have feelings for. I hope not, because that seems to be a death sentence. Seems to be spending a lot of time with another cat. You ponder whether you should confront them about your feelings. Sure. We gather our courage to confess, but our words end up jumbled and unclear. They seem confused, and the conversation ends awkwardly. Well, we tried. Swanspot is trying to gather juniper, but while it's an evergreen plant, the problem is that juniper grows on large shrubs, which can sometimes be actual trees. Climbing in such slippery conditions is a disaster waiting to happen. I don't think we're gonna proceed here. It's not worth our only medicine cat getting hurt or worse, and I don't think juniper is as pressing as something like catmint, so we have second thoughts about leaving our patients behind, decide to go another day. As our patrol is marking borderlines, a gang of rogues strides out of the brush, challenging us. We're just gonna proceed. The rogues posture and jeer, eventually provoking a battle. We're strong though, and rogues seem to be weakened by hunger. We easily drive them away. We're doing really good on prey still, honestly, so I'm probably gonna split equally between border and hunting where I can, depending on the cat's actual traits. That way we have a chance for some recruiting and hopefully to actually get some food. Looks like BlizzClan has strayed into our territory. We're obligated to proceed here, but we're not going to antagonize again. After poking around a bit, we find an apprentice hopelessly lost. Our patrol is going fishing. We catch glimpses of the shadow of a fish as we pad past a stream. Aw, that probably reminds Frost Whisper of Greenfin. We move too suddenly. The flickering shadow causes the fish to quickly vanish into murkier water, but we bring back something. Alrighty. Not too much excitement there. We've improved some relationships with our neighbors and caught a little bit of prey. And drove off some rogues, so very much not much going on. Which is totally fine for Leaf Bear. We're gonna go ahead and jump into Moon 58 for the clan, 57 for us. We went missing for a few days. Oh. I wish there was more information about that. Hillkit, like every young kit, had dreams of becoming a warrior from a young age. However, as they grew older, they knew that their destiny lay in the medicine den. They happily take up their new place as a medicine cat apprentice, looking forward to healing their clanmates for many moons to come. So luckily, Hillkit did step up. We'll see how they seem to fall into the role of medicine cat, though. And as a, biological male, they might honestly get away with siring a few litters here and there. Poppy Paw sits excitedly beside Moss Cone as the meeting ends and hopes they'll be doing something exciting like battle training first. Their claws are itching to tear at something. And that's why I'm glad it wasn't Poppy Paw. Whenever someone asks whether Chestnut Pelt will be alright raising their litter of 2 kits alone, they just smile and reply everything is going to work out fine. Frost Whisper finds the way Chirp back acts increasingly uncomfortable. Frost Whisper saw a charred paw the other day but didn't get a chance to meow hello. And Fierce Kid asks about something complicated and is amazed at how quickly we understand them. Sky Scratch is no longer coughing and sputtering, their case of green cough is now cured. I am glad, but I'm a little bit concerned about our next thing here. Ravensong wakes and wails, their dreams haunted by visions of their dead loved one. I wonder if it's just icy ice or if this kind of triggered a different memory for him. Little Heart's tail has healed well. Chestnut Pelt's news again. Colesap stands triumphantly on a lake that, while it'll always be weaker than others, now works only a little worse than before. It's been a long journey to heal such a badly injured limb. Good for Golsap. Oh, Fierce Kid has gotten green cough. And abnormally strong winds blew through the camp last night, and now our herbs are all useless. We're gonna be sending somebody out with the medicine cats because we need every chance we can get for some catmint. Lyrush was trying to fluff up their nest when they saw a thorn inside of their bedding. A prank, but it could not fool them, and we went missing for a few days. I mean, I said before that sort of event's gonna count as a strike, and I think that's still gonna hold true. Stone Star doesn't like us, so it's not like he'd excuse that, especially if you don't have good reason. So, wildly enough, that is going to be a strike for us. Okay, so strike 1, Moon 58 for missing for a few days. For wanting to get to know Charredpaw better, we will be talking to them anyway, and obviously we can't patrol with them, so that's all we'll be doing. But we did get a little bit of a sneak peek here. Philpaw is currently a bit overwhelmed at everything there is to learn about healing. He grew to be very, very pretty. I love this kind of smoke black pelt. He's charismatic and tidy. And of course, he is apprenticed to Swampspot, our medicine cat. And then here's Poppypaw, who's giving some advice to Carnation Kit. Luckily, she's not bloodthirsty, she's only troublesome, but a careful listener. And she's just such an interesting pattern towardy. She's even got some gray flecks in her dark red pelt there too. I am a little surprised that she was given to Mosscone just because, you know, by order Mosscone is our most recent or inexperienced warrior, so it feels a little strange to give an apprentice to Mosscone specifically, but I definitely think that Stone Star is kind of continuing Sparrowstar's tradition of giving inexperienced cats an apprentice to maybe see how they grow or do with that. And then at first here we have little Chive Kit, who's snuggling up to the belly of Chestnut Pelt. He's a newborn male with sage eyes and a ticked bright orange pelt and a quiet nature. Then we have Carnation Kit, who's snuggling up to the belly of Chestnut Pelt. Newborn male with pale blue eyes and single color cream pelt. He is passionate. And I do think it would be nice if Chestnut Pelt if she named one of her kits Icy to honor her parent. And Chive, I guess, isn't too bad. I just don't know if it's suitable for a bright orange cat. So let's see. I think Scorch is fine. So now we've got Scorch Kit and Icy Kit, our tale of fire and ice. But Stone Star is currently wondering what the clan thinks of their leadership. I mean, sounds like they do have reason to be insecure. Yarrow Mouse is wondering how Blossom Current is doing. Sunspot is craving the taste of mouse. And then we know Hillpaw is feeling a little bit overwhelmed. We're currently wanting to get to know Charredpaw better, of course. Ravensong is trying to set a good example for younger cats despite their current problems. Grief-stricken with constant nightmares. I hope that Frost Whisper is actually trying to comfort his brother. We've always been closer to Ravensong after all, but I don't know just how powerful our Dream Shaper capability is when faced with such overwhelming emotion. Chestnut Pelt seems to be doing okay. She's currently daydreaming. And I suppose I should also check. I have a sneaking suspicion here, but Icy Kit was born to the clan, but one of their parents is an outsider belonging to no clan. So yeah, it's just an outsider, but that is currently fine for Chestnut Pelt, because don't ask, don't tell. Chirpback is currently feeling a little down today. I wonder why. I mean, he's got really good traits, so maybe he's just feeling a little unappreciated, or some of the weight of Leaf Bears catching up. We are talking to him, though. Chirpback is rushing around the clearing, their pelt ruffled and disheveled as they try to complete many different tasks at once. Frost Whisper, what's up? Do you need something too? I'd be happy to do it for you. Working too hard? I'm not working too hard, don't worry. In fact, helping around camp is how I relax. Yeah, definitely relaxing. Definitely. Yeah, I think he's just feeling really overwhelmed by winter especially. Moonfern is currently wondering about the destinies that await kids outside the nursery. Poor Fierce is gonna have a lot of attention right now. As Moonfern recounts a story about a misunderstood loner, Fierce Kit laughs and makes jokes, showing little regard for the character's situation. Fluffer is thinking through every word before they say it. As Fluffer and Fierce Kit play Mossball, Fluffer notices how Fierce Kit takes a gentle approach when passing the ball back to them, making sure it doesn't fly at their face. Chartpaw is learning the importance of patience in the nursery. Fierce Kit accidentally messes up the dirty moss and the clean moss, and Chartpaw only notices after the fact, so nothing gets done. But we are talking to Chartpaw. Did you see Ravensong earlier today, Frost Whisper? Oh, Star Clan was the funniest thing ever. They mistook a twig for a snake and flew like 5 foxlings in the air, haha. And then Fierce Kit is just screaming meow, 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 etc. We are talking to him. Frost Whisper, what do you think of this cool stick I found? I bet I could rule the entirety of MoonClan with it, or even Clay Clan, or every clan in the world. Whoa, what if I could even rule all the Two-Legs in the world so they have to do everything I tell them? That would be a pretty cool power. Let's also talk to the little babies. Meow. Scorch is buried under a pile of their siblings. And Icy Kit managed to wiggle their way out of their nest and is trying to make their way out of the nursery. Chestnut Pelt doesn't seem to notice. I guess at least they're living up to their name. We're going on our patrol now. We discover a new hunting ground full of prey, but it's close to Two-Leg Place and there could be danger. We decide to hunt in a new area. We manage to catch a lot of prey and return safely, earning praise from our clan. I think I'm pretty much always going to hit proceed on those. And let's see who is going to be... I think let's send Quail Hill along as additional help for the herb gathering mission. MoonClan can never have enough cobwebs, and Swanspot instructs their team, leading them out to search for them. Can warriors not pay attention even to something as simple as cobwebs? Swanspot holds their breath and counts to 10 before they dismiss the patrol. Every found cobweb ruined, what little they did manage to find. Oh, that's so frustrating. Sent Quail Hill along to, try and help carry, and it backfired. Moscone takes Poppy Paw out to see a big porcupine patrol spot in one of the many glades of our forest. Poppy Paw refuses to believe the happy, snuffly creature they visit can possibly be dangerous and starts an argument with Moscone about it. Poor Moscone is going to have quite a bit of a pawful with Poppy Paw. Alright, we are going out hunting again this moon. While hunting, we come across a rabbit burrow. The burrow is abandoned though, no prey to be found. Our border patrol is once again investigating rumors of a badger denning in our territory. As the patrol is sniffing around the burrow entrance, there's a rustle from the woods. It's difficult to say who's more surprised, the cats or the badger. There's a confused rush of paws and flying furs, the patrol scatters, and the beast charges for the set. Falcon Scratch is battered in the process, but everyone gets home safe in the end, including the badger. Poor Falcon Scratch got a cat bite and a torn pelt. I guess it could have been worse than that, but not ideal. Okay, our next border patrol is checking the lines. We know Crooked Clan sent a straight into our territory. We follow the scent deeper into our own territory, eventually stumbling upon the deputy. The deputy explains they have news for our leader. Suspicious but sure of their intentions, we escort them to camp. Our patrol encounters a clearing where a lot of two legs linger. I don't really want to proceed here per se, but with our traits of being troublesome, vengeful, and childish, I just don't think this patrol would have the, caution to turn around here, so we're gonna proceed. We continue hunting undetected, bringing back a medium amount of prey. Great, now they're just going to be more encouraged to do this again. That's gonna be it for Moon 58, so let's jump into our last moon of this episode. Alrighty, it looks like this is a very eventful moon. The weather has been cold and dry, and our paw pads have cracked as a result. We find an injured kit from another clan. Despite the potential for conflict, we decide to help. The journey to another clan to deliver a message, the unfamiliar territory stretching out before you. A moment of playfulness leads you to chase a butterfly. A small joy lifts your spirits, a pleasant pause in your duties. You engage in a play fight with the kits. Their laughter and joy remind you of your own kithood. Aw, that's cute that Frost Whisper's feeling playful despite kind of a harsh sleep air, really. Fierce Paw hopes Ice is watching in pride from Star Clan as they are apprenticed to Pigeon Flick. But Pigeon Flick announces they are expecting kits. Life goes on for now. They'll move into the nursery, just not this moon. Alrighty, so Fierce is probably going to have to get a mentor readjustment there. But it's exciting that Pigeon Flick is expecting. Frost Whisper nods politely as Ravensong passes by. Frost Whisper and Moscone have an argument about who should get a pretty feather and end up destroying it in their fight. Frost Whisper was supposed to be showing Stone Star a cool battle move, but messed up so badly it made Stone Star cringe. Oh, not Stone Star. Poppy Paw, Scorchkin, and Frost Whisper took a sunbath and had a little small talk. You know, neutral is the best we've had for Poppy in a while. Ravensong's constant nightmares have finally calmed. I'd like to think that Frost Whisper played at least a small part in that. Lil Heart was pushing through some dense shrubs and felt the branches tear painfully at their pelt. Pale Fur luckily has recovered from green cough. Moscone leapt from a rock, but they didn't land quite right. Poppy Paw was practicing their tree climbing skills when they slipped from a branch. Thankfully, they survived, though badly injured. Oh man, I'd like to think, well, this is not a great situation, so like is not the correct word, but I'd like to think that when Poppy Paw fell and got injured, Moscone was rushing back for help, and that's how they, leapt from the rock, but in their haste, they didn't put as much caution as they should have, and they didn't land correctly. I mean, again, like is not the correct word, but I think that at least makes a little bit more sense for some haste there. Palefur was seen speaking calmly to a cat from Goose Clan. Nubby strike against Palefur. Weaselry confessed their feelings to Comfreyfoot and they become mates. Okay, nice, good for him. We're the last single sibling though. Golsat tries to convince Stone Star to run away with them. Palefur was seen speaking calmly to a cat from Goose Clan. And Poppy Paw believes they are part of a new prophecy. Okay, very interesting. So we have a few strikes here. I don't really ever know what to do with this one, honestly. Like, especially since it's almost inevitably always the leader that they're trying to convince. So I'm just going to ignore that for now, honestly. But Palefur is going to get a strike for, being a little too buddy-buddy with other cats. Okay, so Palefur, strike 1, Moon 59 for talking to Goose Clan. And he's currently wondering what living with two legs must be like, so maybe some of that talk wasn't really that harmless after all. Alright, look at all these poor injured saps here. Moscone took out their own insecurities on a friend the other day, and they're feeling awfully guilty. Insecure Guardian and Dreamwalker. I think Dreamwalker is new for them. They're hurt with a sprain. Poppy Paw is daydreaming about having a mate in kit someday. They have a broken bone. Okay. Bone is better than like back or head, so small blessings there, I suppose, but they're going to be down a long while. And Fierce Paw, of course, is still sick with green cough. He's currently thinking about a strange like object they saw recently. This is what Fierce Paw looks like healthy. I am going to change their mentor to somebody else. Okay, since Fierce Paw was given to more experienced cat, I decided to kind of honor that and went with Sky Scratch. Humble and cleaning is her traits, but Fierce Paw is obsessive and interested in the dark forest, so he might have inherited that from Icy Ice. I mean, with a name like Fierce, it's a lot to kind of live up to be a very strong, capable warrior. And last but not least here's Scorch Kid, a little bit more grown up. He's so cute with his little, like, almost Firestar looks because of his green eyes and orange pelt. I always pictured Firestar as being single color with bright green eyes, but he looks like he could be related. He's currently finding somewhere comfy to nap. And we have Icy Kid, who is asking older kittens how kittens are made. So this is pretty much exactly what I would picture Daisy to look like, for example, but definitely a lot softer looking, I think. Stone Star is questioning their ability to lead. Yeah, there definitely might be some trials for Stone Star ahead, especially if, trains of thought like this kind of keep continuing. But unfortunately, we are insulting him. Huh? Is that really true? Who else agrees with you? Did Coltrick tell you to say that? Stone Star rushes off in a panic. And we're probably not helping matters there. Yarrow Mouse is stressed about organizing patrols. Swanspot is checking up on the warriors. And Hillpaw is thinking about a strange two-leg object they saw. Sorry if you can hear the cats, they are currently playing with each other. It's not WWE Cat Mania right now, guys. We're currently daydreaming about being a warrior in Lion Clan. Weaselry is planning to visit the medicine cat. Ravensong is trying to set a good example for younger cats. We are talking to him. No. The way Ravensong rises and stops in their nest, it seems like they're in agony. Almost like they're the ones that's dying. Aw, poor Raven. Oh, Thonchuck is eavesdropping on us. She doesn't have too much going on right now since she has got infected, mangled legs, so I guess that's not too surprising. But I really hope she gets better soon. We are insulting Mosscone, who already seems like he's going through a really bad time right now, so we're just kicking someone while they're down. Oh yeah, well you're a, I can't think of a comeback. I'm sorry, Mosscone. But we are actually talking to Poppy Kit this time. Ow, ooh, ee, ah, ga, blah, rah. Poppy Paw giggles when they make weird sounds, and the giggling devolves into full-on laughter, and oh, no, that owl was definitely real. Aw, poor Poppy Paw. Moonfern is mulling over herbs that could benefit the kids during the cold season. While Moonfern and Scorch Kit are playing, Scorch Kit notices one of the other kits watching in a lonely corner, and invites them to play. Icy Kit happily accepts, and the three have a blast. Fluffer is contemplating ancient tales to pass on to the next generation. So I think we'll have him tell a story. But as Fluffer recounts the story of a misunderstood loner, Icy Kit laughs and makes jokes, showing little regard for the character's situation. And Chartpaw is understanding the significance of early clan teaching for kids. As Chartpaw and Icy Kit play Moss Ball, Chartpaw notices how Icy Kit takes a gentle approach when passing the ball back to them. So Icy Kit was net neutral at the end of this moon. But we are talking to Scorch Kit today. Oh, I'm really sorry. I think I forgot your name. You know what? Fair enough. At least they're honest. We are going on LifeGen patrol now, though. Moonlit walk by the river with a cat we're interested in seems like a perfect way to spend the evening. We invite them to join us. They agree, and we both enjoy a peaceful walk, chatting and sharing stories. By the end of the evening, we feel a stronger connection. Okay, I've learned my lesson. It's just the mess and cats going out now. Well, it looks like we're looking to grab some moss, which we do find. And all of our other apprentices are sick or injured or both, so I guess we're just sending out all the warriors now. Alright, let's send out these two together on a little date. Weaselry and Comfreyfoot find a nice spot to sun themselves. Weaselry makes sure Comfreyfoot gets a good basking spot as the cats pause for a little break before resuming their training. I mean, I've seen cuter dates, but I mean, it's a start. Oh no. As the patrol is checking the border lines, we hear an odd sound coming from a nearby bush. We don't have any reason to proceed or not proceed. It's just that the fact that it's the borderlines makes me more inclined to think we kind of have to check things out. I'm just concerned because half the time this is like a wolverine or a badger that will kill a cat, and the other half the time it's a rabbit. I think we have to proceed. Sky Scratch rots into a hunting crouch, certain a mouse must be the source. They find themselves correct, thankfully, when they pounce into the bush and return with a tasty morsel. You know what? I don't care how much prey it is. Prey is better than a wolverine. Once again, we are exploring rumors of a badger on our territory for our border patrol, but we managed to find it this time without any cat getting injured. Oh, our patrol hears the cat begging for their household to come back, just barely legible over the sound of the monster speeding away. We are proceeding. We find a kitty pet class by the thunder path, with the only explanation being that they might be sick, and we lead them away tentatively. Blue Shade has joined the clan. Let's go and check out our newcomer. That was also our last patrol. We had a pretty mixed bag of hunting there, honestly. But Blue Shade is currently looking around the camp with wonder. He's a senior adult male with pale blue eyes and a black rosette pelt with some white markings. He is flexible and a good mediator. Formerly a kitty pet, he is sick with green cough. Not great, but it's a newcomer. Blue Shade was born a kitty pet, but abandonment led them to join the clan. And this is what Blue Shade looks like healthy. Really pretty combination of that blue eye with the rosette black pelt there. But that's it for those patrols, so I think that's where we'll go ahead and leave it off for today. It was definitely a harsher relief bear. Luckily food is plentiful, but sickness and injury are on the rise. And without any herbs, I'm definitely concerned as to how long those, greater ramifications could go. So we'll just have to keep our fingers crossed I have better luck come spring, which is now just around the corner. And of course, we have plenty of new additions to keep the clan nice and lively. So I hope you all enjoyed watching. You can feel free to check out links in the description below for links to other social media or alternative ways to support me if you feel so inclined. Thank you especially to Parental Unit for supporting the channel, as that support is, of course, greatly appreciated. Thank you everybody else so much for watching. Until next time, stay safe, stay happy. I'll see you then, and bye.